A very warm welcome to all of you, and especially our newly inducted batch with their parents. We will be starting shortly. I'm Mary and he's Nihar, and we will be your host for today.
Looking around the auditorium, I can see so much pride and excitement, especially on the faces of the parents. Today is not just an induction for the students, but a celebration for the families who have supported them to get here. We're thrilled to have you as part of the Symbiosis family.
Today is doubly special. Not only are we welcoming our brand new batches, but we are also celebrating a decade of culinary, nutrition, and wellness leadership at Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences. You've picked a historic year to join us. As we await the arrival of our esteemed dignitaries, we would love to take you on a quick journey through the wider universe you are a part of.
Let us take a look at the grand legacy of Symbiosis International University. Can we have the AV, please?
This is the story of a man who dared to dream and persevered to make his dream come true. The story of a visionary Indian who made an enormous difference to the lives of thousands of students all over the world. The story of Dr. Shantaram Balwant Muzumdar, the founder of Symbiosis. It began one afternoon when Dr. Muzumdar, rector of the boys' hostel at Pune's historic Ferguson College, saw a girl student stealthily passing a small parcel through the window to a boy. Suspecting mischief, Dr. Muzumdar went to the room to investigate. What he found left him disturbed and distressed. The girl had gone there to provide food to a Mauritian student suffering from jaundice. The incident left a deep impact on Dr. Muzumdar's mind and a void in his heart. He was so moved that he resolved to improve the plight of foreign students studying in India. Symbiosis was thus born in 1971 from Dr. Muzumdar's dream to create an educational institute where students from across the world would live, study, eat and play together in an atmosphere of peace, harmony, mutual respect and acceptance of cultural diversity. An institute from where foreign students would return to their countries as friends and ambassadors of India. Dr. Muzumdar, himself a professor of botany, chose the name symbiosis, the word biologists use to describe a mutually beneficial relationship between two living organisms. The guiding philosophy behind his endeavor was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. Over time, Symbiosis has come to dwell not just within the walls of its many institutes, but also in countless hearts the world over. A world-renowned, multicultural, multilingual, and multidisciplinary educational institution, Symbiosis now has state-of-the-art campuses in Pune, Bengaluru, Noida, Nashik, Hyderabad and Nagpur. Symbiosis has ranked among top 25 universities in India. The university has multiple institutions in diverse disciplines of study: law, management, computer studies, medical and health sciences, media and communication, humanities and social sciences, education, engineering, architecture and design. The university is also in the forefront of research in diverse areas such as advanced legal studies, waste resource management, stem cell research, nanoscience and nanotechnology, medical image analysis, behavioral sciences, applied artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship and innovation, media and creative industries, climate change and sustainability, urban studies, and Ambedkar Studies. Symbiosis Center for Corporate Education Pune offers recognized long-term and short-term programs for the corporate fraternity. Symbiosis School for Online and Digital Learning, or SSODL, offers UGC entitled and AICTE approved programs. Dr. Muzumdar also established a memorial and a museum in Pune to commemorate the life and ideas of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Symbiosis is also known for its unique Afro-Asian Cultural Museum, a treasure trove of cultural, historical, and artistic heritage that showcases the beauty and diversity of various countries. Symbiosis International University remains on the cutting edge of technological advancement and innovation, offering advanced facilities to its students, faculty, and staff. In keeping with the university's largest social commitment, the Medical College and the advanced 900-bedded Symbiosis University Hospital and Research Center are dedicated to serving humanity. Symbiosis International University also has a presence in Dubai, offering several specialized academic programs powered by highly qualified faculty and a strong industry-academia interface. Symbiosis International University Dubai is approved by the Ministries of Education in the UAE as well as India. Carrying forward this spirit of innovation, Symbiosis has now established the Symbiosis Artificial Intelligence Institute. The Rotary Peace Center at Symbiosis International University, inaugurated on the 26th of January 2026, is the first such center in South Asia and the 8th in the world. Over the years, Symbiosis has been honored by the presence of eminent dignitaries. In March 2022, on the proud occasion of the Golden Jubilee of Symbiosis, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, inaugurated Symbiosis Arogya Dham.
50 years ago, the idea germinated in my mind to promote friendship and understanding between foreign and Indian students and thereby promote international understanding. Today, we are celebrating Golden Jubilee of this golden idea.
कि 50 साल की आपके पास एक ऐसी पूंजी है, अनुभव की पूंजी, अनेक एक्सपेरिमेंट करते करते आप यहां पहुंचे हैं। एक खजाना है आपके पास, ये खजाना भी देश के काम आएगा। आप फले फूले और यहां पर आने वाले हर बच्चा अपना उज्जवल भविष्य बनाने के लिए आत्मविश्वास के साथ निकल पड़े। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
Symbiosis International University is truly internationalizing education, empowering every student to become a catalyst for change, a beacon of hope, and a force for a better world. For Symbiosis International University, the world was, is, and will always be its family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
I hope the film gave our new batch a taste of the incredible journey ahead and gave our parents the reassurance that their children are in the finest hands.
Good morning, esteemed guests, respected deans, directors, faculty members of various constituent institutes of Symbiosis International University, our very own alumni, students, and parents of newly inducted batches of 2026. My name is Nihar, and joining me on stage is my co-host, Mary Robin. We are students of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences, and we welcome each one of you to this decade celebration and the induction of BBA Hospitality and Culinary Management and Masters of Nutrition and Dietetics batch of 2026. Today, on this auspicious occasion of Ashadi Ekadashi, the most sacred day in the heart of every Punekar and Maharashtrian, we celebrate the spirit of faith, devotion, and unity. As we gather here this morning, hundreds of kilometers away, lakhs of Warkaris are completing a journey they began weeks ago on foot, signifying that the most meaningful journeys are the ones we walk side by side. Warkaris have a word for one another, Mauli, which means mother. And they call each other by it because every fellow traveler is family, deserving of love and respect.
That too is the spirit of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences. We're not just an institution. We are a family walking together, holding each other up, singing the same song, reaching for the same light under the guidance of Symbiosis International University towards our motto, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family.
We pause to honor our own decade-long Wari, to thank those who walked before us, to celebrate those walking beside us, and to welcome all those who will one day carry this journey forward. It is an absolute honor to welcome all the students of SSC NS to this special milestone, the 10th anniversary celebration of the Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences. 10 years of walking together, countless steps, one shared goal. And so under the theme,
A decade of culinary excellence, nutrition innovation, and wellness leadership, celebrating the present, cherishing the past, and creating the future. As we move forward in today's celebration, it gives us immense pride to take you through a glorious journey of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences, a short film capturing our decade of excellence. Can we have the AV, please?
Every institution begins with a vision that challenges convention, a vision that dares to imagine possibilities where none seems to exist. Inspired by the world's finest culinary school, yet deeply rooted in Indian values and aspirations, that dream became the Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutrition Sciences. Transforming an existing academic space into a world-class culinary institution required meticulous and unwavering commitment to excellence. Every kitchen laboratory and every learning space was thoughtfully designed to meet international standards while addressing the needs of Indian students. Every blueprint and designs needed to be converted to professional kitchens and specialized bakery laboratories, to demonstration facilities and technology-enabled classrooms.
I'm a chef, but I'm a teacher at heart. It's been my long-standing dream to have a culinary academy of my own. Now, with the Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts, this dream is looking to be fulfilled very soon.
Very early in this journey, the institution received the encouragement and guidance of one of India's most respected culinary ambassadors and our own chair professor, Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. The first batch commenced its academic journey in July 2016. The vision became a reality, and the memories were built. As the institution matured, so did its reputation. The laboratories continued to evolve. The curriculum continued to innovate. The faculty continued to grow. Word of mouth became one of the greatest strengths, leading to enduring partnerships and opportunities for students across India and around the world. Growth naturally led to expansion. Supported by the continued encouragement of Symbiosis leadership, New academic infrastructure was developed to broaden the learning experience. Purpose-built hospitality laboratories, model guest rooms, training restaurants, a student-run bake shop, and other experiential learning facilities were added. Among the defining milestones of this journey was the creation of the Symbiosis Studio Kitchen, a unique facility that integrates professional production, live demonstration for huge classrooms, and digital teaching and collaborative learning. As the vision expanded, so did the institution itself. In 2024, it's evolved into Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutrition Sciences, bringing together nutrition, health, wellness, and food science together. Memories and accolades became a part of the institution's journey, and the institution became globally recognized through its students. The first decade has laid the foundation, and the journey continues with dedication, vision, and purpose.
What a beautiful walk down the memory lane that was. A decade of dedication, hard work, and countless milestones captured in just a few minutes. Each frame is a reminder of how far Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences has come. And it fills us with pride to be part of this journey today. It is also truly incredible to see how every milestone in that film represents the passion of the students, the dedication of our faculty, and the vision that drives us forward every single day. From state-of-the-art culinary labs to cutting-edge nutritional research, SSCA-NS has spent the last 10 years not just teaching, but truly shaping the future of food, health, and wellness. It makes us realize that while a decade has passed, our journey of innovation and excellence is really just getting started. Let's take a moment to appreciate the hard work of everyone who contributed to making this decade a reality. Let's give a big round of applause for this wonderful journey.
Today is an emotion, a moment of deep gratitude, and a celebration of collective vision. Today, we mark 10 remarkable years of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutrition Sciences. To our new batch of 2026 as you take your first steps in this vibrant community, you're not just entering a university, you're stepping into a legacy. To the parents who have entrusted us with your children's futures, we welcome you into the Symbiosis family with open hearts and a deep commitment to their growth. Just a few moments ago, we traveled through an entire decade in those beautiful visuals. Every frame reminded us that great institutions are never built merely with bricks, concrete, and steel. Institutions are built with dreams, with courage, with conviction, and above all, people. Exactly 10 years ago, on 25th July 2016, a group of students walked into the class that represented a dream far bigger than anyone could imagine. We were not just beginning another hospitality school. We were attempting something unprecedented in India. We became the first institution in the country to offer the specialized degree in culinary arts. At a time when culinary education was viewed merely as a subset of hotel management, Symbiosis dared to imagine an institution dedicated exclusively to the science, art, and the profession of food. That courage stemmed directly from the visionary leadership of our founder, Honorable Dr. Muzumdar Sir, whose guiding philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, continues to shape our culture. It was nurtured by Dr. Vidya Yarodekar, who saw possibilities where others saw risks. Ma'am, you actually brought life to the institution with your vision. And of course, guided and prodded by none other than Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. I think 10 years before the 10 years journey, it was you who started talking about this institution to be in existence in India. So that actually set in motion 10 years ago, this institution. Together, they envisioned an institute with academic rigor, inspired by finest culinary schools across the globe. And in fact, all the time I was given an example of how the other institutes across the world, whether it is the Culinary Institute of America or the institutes in Singapore or Hong Kong, were the role model. And we wanted to build something on that first. Our pedagogy is rooted in timeless Guru Shishya Parampara or a Guru Shishya model, which stems from a world's education policy of having the master and apprenticeship tradition. Because culinary and nutritional sciences cannot merely be taught. They must be demonstrated and practiced and perfected. Over the years, our infrastructure evolved to house world-class specialized kitchens, bakery labs, sensory evaluation units, and our flagship studio kitchen. However, as we grew and our scope expanded in 2024, and we evolved into SSCA-NS, incorporating nutrition dietetics and food technology into our core identity. What truly sets us apart, especially as operating under the broader Faculty of Health Sciences under Dr. Rajiv Sir, is our deep interdisciplinary synergy. Food is no longer isolated from medicine. Alongside our medical nursing, health sciences discipline, of which our directors are sitting over here, our culinary arts, nutrition, and food technology wings work hand in hand. Today, our students don't just learn how to prepare food, they learn how food heals, how precision nutrition prevents diseases, and how food tech ensures safety, and how clinical nutrition integrates directly with modern healthcare and preventive medicine. Some time ago, I'm not taking a reading from here, but Chef Sanjeev Kapoor and myself were talking about culinary medicine as a discipline, which probably would be the future, which already has started in some modern countries. From the farms to the processing lab, from hospital ward to the fine dining table, our students are taught to see the entire interconnected ecosystems of human wellness. This comprehensive approach is why our graduates stand out. Today, over 1,000 SSCA-NS alumni serve as various chefs in various organizations, clinical nutritionists, food technologists, research scholars, entrepreneurs across India and globally, backed by unwavering support from the industry like the Oberoi Hotels, Taj Hotels, Marriott, ITC, Hyatt, and international organizations across the world. On a personal note, leadership is only made possible through the quiet sacrifices of family. I want to express my deepest gratitude to my family especially my mother who is here, my wife who has dedicated herself to giving me the patience and understanding my different types of routines which are there. I also want to congratulate all the alumni who has made it here to possible to come here and attend this function. Thank you for coming in and being part of this journey. As we look forward to the next decade, the future of food lies at the intersection of innovation, health, and tradition. We are actively integrating artificial intelligence in food systems through technology integration, advancing precision nutrition, expanding sustainable food processing, and embedding Indian knowledge system like Ayurveda, which reminds us that food always has been our first form of preventive medicine. If our first decade was about establishing an institution of excellence, our second decade will be about creating global impact and influence. To our incoming batch of students of 2026, you arrive at the most exciting chapter of our history. Embrace the discipline, learn the interdisciplinary opportunities across health sciences, and dare to innovate. Thank you to our leadership, our distinguished guests, our industry partners, our alumni, our staff, our students for making these 10 years extraordinary. As I look around this auditorium, I do not see the end of a decade. I see the beginning of a bolder, brighter, and a more impactful future. Happy 10th anniversary to all present over here, and a warm welcome to the class of 2026. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for that warm welcome and for setting the tone for today's celebration. A decade of excellence is never a solitary journey. It is shaped by mentors, well-wishers, and leaders who lend their wisdom and warmth. On this note, I, Yul, alongside my co-host Swatika, will take you ahead.
Today is truly a special day for all of us, and it becomes all the more memorable because of the presence of our guests. May I now request Honorable Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar sir to felicitate our guest of honor, Chef Ranveer Brar. I request sir to also felicitate Dr. Jagmeet Madan ma'am, President, Nutrition Science Professional Council, National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Profession, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Thank you, sir. We are honored by the presence of our guests. As we celebrate a remarkable milestone of the Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences, we are proud to unveil a special commemorative medallion created for this historic occasion. May I now request our director, Professor Atul Gokhale sir, to present the SSCNS 10th Anniversary Commemorative Medallion to our esteemed dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause as we begin this special presentation. Crafted in antique copper, one side carries the Symbiosis emblem and our guiding philosophy, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, with the inscription, a decade of excellence. The reverse features a chef's talk, books, and culinary tools, symbolizing the excellence, knowledge, and passion at the heart of our institution. This medallion is a lasting symbol of the vision of Symbiosis International University and the unwavering support of our leadership, the dedication of our faculty, and the accomplishments of our students in building SSCNS as one of the India's leading institutions in culinary and nutrition education. Thank you, sir. They say a true leader practices what they preach. Well, he doesn't just talk about wellness, he completely embodies it. Sir is a gynecologist by profession, but around here, He is known as a true legend when it comes to discipline and perfection. He is up before us, more active than us, and has more energy than all of us combined. If wellness were a competition, the rest of us as Gen Z would still be playing for a second place. And yet, here's the part we love the most. He is a complete foodie at heart and still the fittest person in the room. But what makes him truly unforgettable is his warmth and wit. A conversation with him means walking away with both deep wisdom and a good laugh. Please put your hands together for a leader who inspires us every day simply by the way he lives his life. I now invite Dr. Rajiv Yeravdekar Sir, Provost, Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences, to address the gathering.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. The compare very rightly set the tone of this very momentous and iconic event by analyzing it with Ashadi Ekadashi and the spirit and the ethos of this Dindi movement, as they call, and the Varkaris and the entire ecosystem. So very well done, the compares who are brand ambassadors of this batch and the entire School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences. The very eminent and illustrious dais, which has been acknowledged, but I would be failing in my duty if I do not acknowledge the presence of certain illustrious members in the audience. First and foremost is Sanjeev's better half, if I can call, Mrs. Alona, who sits there. Our two alumni, Rachita and son-in-law, Damad Bhai, Darren. And this is especially for the parents who sit in the audience. Remember, symbiosis always is a double whammy. Your child passes out with a degree and a partner in tow. And Amruta, my daughter who sits in the audience, told me that she was instrumental in no shorter ways because she was the one who processed Darren's admission. So it's all in the family. And industry partners, Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Tutakne, our former Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajni Gupte, directors of the various constituents of the Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences, students, and most importantly, the freshmen admitted to the various programs under the School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences. Congratulations on completing this 10 years of excellence under the dynamic leadership of Chef Atul Gokhale and his entire team of faculty members of the School of Culinary Arts, Dr. Kavita Menon, Dr. Radhika, Dr. Aarti, and so many, all of them. It would be spending too much time enumerating each one's names. But the tagline which says it all: a decade of culinary excellence, nutritional innovation, and most importantly, what I liked as a medico is the wellness leadership which they had included in the tagline. And Atul and me were discussing, I said, whereas you are celebrating on your past, and none other than the legendary Azim Premji once said that your future is doomed if you're going to rest on past laurels. So keep the past behind, bask in the present, and reflect on the future. And therefore, scripting the future of both culinary arts and nutritional sciences was therefore included aptly. Thank you, Atul, for accepting that suggestion. संजीव भाई, अपने जमाने में एक फिल्म हुआ करती थी, बिस्वजीत और शायद साधना थी इसमें मूवी में, 20 साल बाद. आजकल के जेन जी को 20 साल बाद की कुछ उम्मीद नहीं है. So they wanted this 10 years. And when I was asking Atul, I said, wait for 20 years. He said, नहीं sir, 20 साल बाद तुम्हारे बुड्ढों के जमाने की है, हमारे इसके लिए 10 साल बाद. And that's why the celebration at the culmination of this leadership, which speaks of the spirit of this young generation. And today, as we look at the amalgamation of nutritional arts, nutritional sciences and culinary arts, we talk of the combination of an arts and a science. It's something like that, two sides of the same coin. It's like one is the body and one is the soul. Which one is the body, which one is the soul, is debate eternal. And which one is more important is left to anyone's imagination. But today, the cross-pollination and the ideation and the symbiosis of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences has taken this entire initiative to a different level. Whereas the Culinary Arts professional would make the food more palatable, addressing the dimension of taste, aroma, texture. And today you see in most of the hotels you go, the first thing before the dish comes, immediately after the dish comes, is people wanting to photograph it. Khane ka baad, swad lena to baad mein. But the mobile is immediately picked up from the child who's accompanying the parents in the hotel, because the mobile is given to the child to keep quiet so that they can have their own me time. And then immediately the mobile is passed on to the parents to take a picture and post it on social media. And we all are very social on that. Having done this, today's Culinary Arts professional is not respected only for what he does or what he produces as a product, but whether it addresses the dimensions of health. Is the food healthy? Is it going to sustain nutrition? Is it going to give immunity? It is going to prevent disease. And this is where celebrity chefs like Ranveer ji and Sanjeev ji get to the table, the combination of this, and the science experts like Madan madam, they are the ones who ensure that the nutritional, the regular rigor of science, the spirit of, ensuring an audit is got into the picture. So all this produces a beautiful ecosystem whereby the Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences thrive, flourish, and complement each other. And as a health promoting university, I think so, SCANS is placed in a very enviable situation with the medical college and the hospital headed by Dr. Sashindran, who sits here as the Dean of the Medical College, the School of Allied Health Sciences headed by Samhita, Dr. Samhita Zadav, who sits here, Dr. Parag, who sits here as the Director of Health Skills. All of them, complement each other to make a very livable, experientially enriching ecosystem where food and nutrition are not looked at in isolation, but as a part of a larger ecosystem of a health promoting university, where food is taken not as a single isolated derivative, but as a composite interaction of various factors which affect the well-being, as aptly capsulated by the tagline. Based on this past and the present with which we are working, we are also looking at the future. AI, like any other field, has crept into nutrition and culinary arts. We are talking about sustainable gastronomy, sustainable agriculture. But as a public health professional, as a medico, we are talking about addressing the larger mandate of communicable diseases or non-communicable diseases, obesity, diabetes, and blood pressure. And today, predominantly these four, diabetes, obesity, blood pressure, and hypertension and osteoporosis, are the four major, catastrophes which we are staring. And food is the common answer to all of them. We are all what we eat. And if we can address this scientifically to combat these non-communicable diseases, we are doing a lot of good. Plant-based innovations, food security, sustainable agriculture, all is being ingrained into the curriculum of the various programs. And it is the NCHP headed by Yagna Shukla madam and Madan madam, where we are looking at directions and guidelines to help us in evolving a curriculum which is sustainable. Finally, as we say, whether the chef is important, the culinary art person is important, all what I can say to this passing batch as we emerge onto the portals of this august institution, the good food will nourish the individual. Good food will nourish the individual. Sustainable food will nourish society. Sustainable food will nourish the society. But it is only responsible food systems which will sustain and flourish our planet. Good luck and all the very best. And I'm sure you will enjoy the 4 years and the 2 years that you will spend on this very pristine, beautiful campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Two sides of the same coin, just as you said, arts and science. We promise we will take this to another level in the years to come ahead. Thank you for your inspiring words and your unwavering leadership. Some leaders you admire from a distance, and then there are leaders who feel wonderfully close because they let you into their world one honest moment at a time. Dr. Vidya Yeravdekar ma'am, Pro-Chancellor of Symbiosis International University and Principal Director of the Symbiosis Society, has indeed taken Indian education to the global stage. Yet, in a world that often demands a choice between professional ambition and personal joy, ma'am has mastered the art of true work-life balance. And perhaps nowhere is that warmth more visible than in her kitchen. Ma'am loves to cook just as her mother. It reminds us that no matter how far our careers take us, food remains the way we care for the people we love. We've seen how lovely posts about the Sunday stress busters, the precious hours she spends with her grandchildren, and her thoughtful Monday blogs on LinkedIn, where she opens each week with a new reflection. In a world of titles and accolades, she reminds us that family, warmth, and self-reflection are the truest measures of a life well lived. Ma'am, it is a joy to have you here. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Vidya Yeravdekar ma'am to address the gathering.
This was probably one of the best introductions that you could give. Otherwise, it's always boring to get yourself introduced over and over again here in Symbiosis. The president and founder of Symbiosis, Dr. S.B. Muzumdar sir, and Dr. Rajiv. Unfortunately, Dr. Raman, the Vice Chancellor, is traveling, so he's not here. My dear friends Sanjeev and Alyona, who's sitting here in the audience. The celebrity chef, Mr. Ranveer Brar. Mrs. Madan, the hero of today's function, Atul, who's really, worked really, really hard for these 10 years to get the school to what it is today. August members of the School of Culinary Arts, family members of the Gokhale family, parents, new students who have joined here. I also hear that there are students from Bhutan who are here on study abroad. So welcome to all of you. And of course, our dear alumni, Darren and Rachita. Thank you for accompanying Sanjeev and Alyona to the School of Culinary Arts and its celebrations. So the School of Culinary Arts actually is a dream project of Sanjeev. Sanjeev has been coming to Symbiosis for over 2 decades now. Initially, he came as a celebrity chef like Mr. Brar, who's come here today. But later, he became a household name in the Symbiosis family. So much so that in one light conversation that we were having, Sanjeev said that, "Yaar, aap mujhe bulate rehte ho, ek School of Culinary Arts kyun nahi nikalte ho?" And I said, "Really? I mean, of course we can do it." I said, "Only if you can give time, because I'm a medical doctor. I don't understand what culinary is other than cooking food at home. But really the skills and the science and arts of culinary is not that I know of. So if you are willing to spare time, we can certainly do." So the first initial conversation was that can we set up a School of Culinary Arts in Hyderabad, because we had built the Hyderabad campus, a very large 40 acres campus there. But he wisely advised, as always, that the first School of Culinary Arts should be in Pune, right on the university campus. And as usual, even though we have 400 acres of land here, we always feel that we don't have enough space for new schools to come up, because other schools have to expand. And therefore I said, but there's no space, because on one side the engineering is expanding, and on the other side the health sciences. And so while we were walking on the campus, he noticed this very small piece of land, which was actually tucked in the playground of the Symbiosis Institute of Technology. And he said, actually, we can do a culinary school here. And that's how the School of Culinary Arts came in as now a very, very tall, magnificent building right at the entrance of Symbiosis. When you climb up the Ghat Road, the first thing that you see with a big board is the Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts, which now has got renamed into the Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences. So this has been the history, and thank you very much, Sanjeev, for being, I know we should not thank family members, but even then, I mean, for someone who's as busy as him, he's into policy making, he's into so many other things, and running his own company, of course, now supported by his children. But nevertheless, to be dedicated to something that he envisioned and continues to grow this school is something that we all must acknowledge on this public platform. So once again, thank you very much, Sanjeev, for being with us. You saw in every picture, not only he was there, but even Alyona accompanied, unless, it's like family. So thank you, Alyona, to you as well. Mr. Brar, I follow you on social media. As the compere said, I love to cook. And there are people in the family you just heard who love to eat. So it's good for me. But what I follow you most and what I like most of what you do is the informal conversations that you have while you are actually teaching. And let me tell you that my family on this side, which is Dr. Muzumdar, my father, we are GSBs. So I follow your GSB, the Gaud Saraswat Brahman recipes very closely. I wish my mother was in the audience. She would have taught you many more. Something called as Khatkata. I don't know if there are any GSBs sitting in the audience. You're there. So Khatkata is a very a prominent dish which all of us love to eat. We in Rajiv's family, we call it vegetable stew because they don't like the word, but like the recipe. So it's an army family, so you can imagine, you can't say khatkata and all that. Nobody will eat. So we call it vegetable stew, but something that for your next video, maybe my mother, the way Mrs. Sardesai taught you something while, I saw that video and I keep following that. I'm sure my mother will one day come on your podcast and teach you the authentic khatkata which she makes. So thank you very much for all those wonderful things that you do and make us feel very happy about cooking in our kitchens. And I think all parents, especially women, because men generally don't cook other than the two sitting here, is what I assume. So I think all of us as women must thank Mr. Brar for making it so interesting to watch his videos. And I'm very happy that you've come here just at the right time when the school has matured to being 10 years old, and there are plans of expansion. There are plans of getting people like you into classrooms and to encourage our students to take this profession, not just by the skills, but by the arts and science of what Rajiv really told in his speech. And Mrs. Madan, thank you very much for getting this dimension of nutrition to this whole program, because we also didn't want the culinary school to just be a skill-based institution. We wanted to know the science of culinary. Adding nutrition to this School of Culinary Arts, I think, was the best thing that happened. And therefore, students who pass out of this school are not just enriched with the skills of how to make the recipes, how to make the food of different types, but also understand the wellness and the nutrition behind it. And I think that is something which none other culinary schools, at least in our country, do. And we've been pioneers in this. Atul has been spearheading this school right since its inception. And he specializes in Ayurveda and Ayurvedic nutrition and diet. And I think that flavor to the School of Culinary Arts also enriches, the way we impart education. All of you students, and especially the new ones who have joined, and of course the senior students who are here, and some of the alumni I hear are also here. I think the School of Culinary Arts is also well placed in a very beautiful ecosystem. First of all, a very beautiful campus. I don't think there could be any better campus than this one to host a School of Culinary Arts. But more important are the neighbors to the School of Culinary Arts. So if you want to learn technology, AI, you have the School of Engineering right next to you. And you have a huge hospital of 900 beds. Imagine, teaching, and as Sanjay very rightly now talks about culinary medicine, which is a new area that some of y'all can actually specialize in. So you have a big hospital right next door with a medical school and health sciences and nursing. And more important are the 35 villages that we've adopted in the vicinity of our university campus, where our students can actually make a difference to those communities that really require help in nutrition, wellness, and culinary. So I think that is that is something that really makes you a very wholesome individual when you pass out of the School of Culinary Arts. It's not just the skills that you pass out with and not just the science that you pass out with, but the empathy towards patients, toward the community is something that really makes you a very different individual than what any other university could make. And the whole spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam that is written right here on the wall, how do you make your hearts much nobler, to accept diversity, to accept each other as strangers and different individuals, but still consider all of us as one big family, is the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam that Sir has not just preached but practiced for the last 55 years, and each one of you has imbibed in your character and personality. So when you walk out of the portals of this School of Culinary Arts or of the Symbiosis International University, you actually exhibit these qualities which are very, very different from other students. And therefore, whenever we go to any restaurant or a five-star hotel, and you see these young kids coming, to you and touching your feet and say that, ma'am, we just passed out of the School of Culinary Arts. It happens so often, especially in the Taj, because thanks to Sanjeev again, there's so many of our students who either intern or work there, or St. Regis, or most of the good restaurants and hotels. It's really heartening to see not just their performance, but their characters and personalities built the way our founder envisioned young students to be transformed too. So thank you very much, Atul. Thank you, Sanjeev. Thank you, Mr. Brar and Ms. Madan, for being here on this very auspicious day today for each one of us. And I think it's now time for the School of Culinary Arts to now not just leapfrog, but pole vault to its expansion to other campuses of Symbiosis in India and maybe an international campus in Dubai too. So thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you, ma'am, for your gracious words and your visionary guidance. We now welcome one of the most eminent voices in the science of nutrition in India. In the world of nutrition, there are those who follow the science, and there are those who help write it. The voice we are about to welcome now is one of the people writing that science, Dr. Jagmeet Madan. She is the president of Nutrition Science Professional Council under the National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Profession, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Ma'am is also a past national president of the Indian Dietetic Association. With ample research publications and decades as a beloved professor and principal at SVT College, SNDT University, Mumbai, she has shaped the very standards that dietitians across our country practice by. For every student of nutrition and dietetics in this auditorium, she is nothing short of a role model, living proof that a dietitian's voice can shape national policy, and that rigorous science and genuine compassion can go hand in hand. Every time you check a nutrition label before buying your food, you're seeing the result of her work. As an expert on FSSAI's scientific panels on labeling, claims, nutrition and fortification, and currently on the front of pack nutrition labeling expert committee, she has directly shaped how India read its food labels, making her one of the few in India to combine deep clinical specialization with policy level influence. Let us give a huge round of applause to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Jagmeet Madan ma'am.
A very good afternoon. Namaskar to everyone. I start by paying gratitude to Honorable Professor Majumdar, sir, the founder, president of this institution. And I think any institution can be respected and can be trusted if the roots are strong. And just meeting him in itself was an inspiration, sir. And my heartfelt gratitude that I'm privileged to be meeting you and speaking in your august presence. Thank you so much for whatever you have done for so many years to nurture this institution. Dr. Rajiv Yeravadekar sir, and Dr. Vidya madam. I think what I'm really excited to hear today is the term health promoting university. It's commendable. I think it's a nutritionist dream that somebody of your stature speaks of health promoting university. And as a nutritionist, I vouch for a statement, and I tell my students that you have no business to preach till you practice what you preach. So when I see you both as an embodiment of practicing what we nutritionists dream for people to be practicing, and speaking of a holistic or a health promoting university, I think I'm indebted. And I'm so fortunate that I'm here and speaking to you today. I have deep regards for my chef colleagues, celebrity chefs, Shri Ranveer Bararji, Master Chef Shri Sanjeev Kapoor ji. I think he is everybody's favorite, and we all know his shows. I'm privileged to be sharing the dais with you. Dr. Atul Gokhale and Professor Atul Gokhale and Professor Kavita Menon, I think I want to make a special mention for both of you, not only for thanking to invite me here for this program, but I think it's, your 10 years celebration of the connect with this vertical of this institution of culinary and nutritional sciences. I think it calls for a huge round of applause, their togetherness for a decade to nurture this institution. And that's why we are here and, we are witnessing this day. I welcome our distinguished guests, faculty, our dear students who are joining this prestigious institution, and their parents. Coming to Symbiosis was filled with positive energy because it's just rejuvenating to come to a campus which has a beautiful landscape, and it offers you a home-like hospitality in Sandeepan. So I've enjoyed that, and thank you once again for all that. Let me just extend my heartiest congratulations to the leadership and the entire team of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences on this important milestone of completion of a decade of their journey into academics, accreditation, training of graduates and postgraduate professionals in the field of culinary science, hospitality management, and nutritional science. Today, I feel blessed, and I'm extremely gratified and satisfied as a nutrition science professional leader for 4 decades to witness this milestone that nutrition science professionals today are recognized as healthcare professionals by the strongest regulating body of this country, and that is the National Council for Allied and Healthcare Professional Council under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Now, what is this NCAHP? It's a regulatory body of the Government of India, which was founded under the aegis of an Act of Parliament, which was passed as a gazette in 2021. NCAHP Act today covers 57 allied and healthcare professions, which are categorized under 10 broad recognized categories. And I'm so proud to say that nutrition science professionals is one of the category out of those 10. So this is a huge, huge achievement for the entire nutrition science fraternity, to be recognized by this council and now going to be regulated by this council. The other verticals, which I don't want to name because of the want of time, the information is there, but I can see, sir, that there are many allied and healthcare professionals verticals already existing in this institution. And time is not far when Symbiosis will form a separate institution for the National Allied and Healthcare Professionals vertical. I'm looking at that, achievement under the banner of Symbiosis, because there are so many allied and healthcare professionals which you are already nurturing, and nutrition science professional is only one of them. So why regulation, friends? And especially for nutrition science professional, why regulation? Let's understand that a nutrition science professional deals with human lives. We are dealing with human lives at the curative, at the preventive, at the promotive, at every level, wherever dietary intervention is coming, and we are making a difference in their lives. We need to set benchmarks for training, starting from the curriculum to the coursework, internships, hands-on experience, so that we raise the bar of the standards of dietary practice delivery in this country. Now, which means that we need to have a prerequisite. We need to set a benchmark and say, with this kind of training, you have the prerequisite to be registered as a nutrition science professional. And that's what we have realized through this council today. So NCAHP Act has come at the most appropriate time, when we know that nutrition literacy and empowerment about nutrition is every individual's right. And I feel every citizen of this country should be nutrition literate. But we need to define the line between nutrition literacy and nutrition science professional. Being nutrition literate does not give us a license to start practicing as a nutrition science professional. I think that's a very, very important message which I want to give to everyone today. Ironically, today we are getting nutritional advice from everyone, especially through digital social media. And people at large have reached a state of utter confusion, as they do not have any yardstick to comprehend the credibility of the self-proclaimed nutritionists. So thus, getting connected to a trained, competent nutrition science professional is the need of the hour. And that's where we welcome, this first milestone or step of one nation, one curriculum. That's the mandate of NCAHP Act. And I'm so delighted that Symbiosis has already accepted this mandate, and we are implementing the Bachelor's of Nutrition and Dietetics Honors Program, 4 years with 6 months of clinical internship as a basic prerequisite for every nutrition science professional to get registered under the council. Now, when we talk about this program, and I must congratulate Professor Gokhale and Professor Kavita Menon, that they have been so proactive and have been in touch with me for almost a year, because they wanted to work in time and made sure that things are in order before the academic term started. Now, I only wish to say that getting a uniformity of curriculum and training across the country is a huge step in a country like India, and especially investing 4 decades in nutrition science as a professional, I can see the heterogeneity of curriculum across this country. So just by this mandated implementation from this academic year, I think it's going to set the benchmark and make a huge, huge difference. Because this curriculum, I was privileged to be even a part of the task force which made this curriculum. It's a competency-based curriculum which bridges the gap between know what and do how. That is the knowledge, skills, competency. It's learner-centric. It's outcome based, it's integrated, it's graded right from first year to fourth year, and it also demands, deliberation on innovative teaching learning methodologies. Having a curriculum is one thing, but I think delivering that curriculum is the responsibility of a higher education institution. And that's where I'm looking at Professor Gokhale and Professor Kavita Menon, that I want you all to be the leaders, to think of innovative pedagogies, to deliver this robust curriculum to the nutrition science professional, and we become the role models, or we set those excellence benchmarks to showcase to other higher education institutions in the country to emulate and follow. The vision of the council is also to give a progressive vertical growth to every student, and that's where the Masters of Nutrition and Dietetics program has also been approved, and that has also been adopted by Symbiosis School, and I'm very happy about it. Going forward, within the ambit of the Act, we are going to plan Masters in Sports Nutrition and Masters in Public Health Nutrition in the next 2 years, for sure. So the vision of the council is that every nutrition science professional in this country, prospectively and retrospectively, needs to be registered and needs to have a registration number for practicing as a nutrition science professional. How a doctor has a registration number from a Medical Council of India, similarly, a nutrition science professional would have a registration number from the National Council for Allied and Healthcare Professionals. And there's going to be a platform, digital platform, seamless from central to state, because the implementation of this is happening through the State Council. So there's going to be visibility of all nutrition science professionals of this country on that portal across the country. Now, when I look back into the journey of Symbiosis School of Culinary and Nutrition Science program, I'm very proud that they have already taken proactive step to implement the curriculum from this year. But what I also see is that, to implement the curriculum, they already have an ecosystem ready. And this has been mentioned by Dr. Vidya as well, that, you have an ecosystem ready with a tertiary care hospital, a community engagement program, a culinary science expertise, sustainability endeavors. They all go synergistically in making this institution, and this is my dream, and I wish to see this institution becoming a center of excellence for nutrition science professionals. Now, this institution is also uniquely placed, and what Dr. Rajiv very rightly said, that nutrition is not only a science, but is a science and art. So, people think nutritious food can never be palatable. But I think with my two colleague chefs sitting over here, I can very proudly and confidently say that nutrition and taste can come together. Yeah. So this is where this institution is very unique in its position. And I think you have to maximize on this, like how you developed 10 years, in culinary science, next 10 years, there should be investment in building on the vertical of nutrition science professional. And with this council coming in, I think sky's the limit. There's huge, huge prospects that, we can make this entire vertical very robust. And like I said, you already have an ecosystem laid up, and, we can really nurture and take it forward. I extend my support, my complete cooperation, and anything which I can do for the institution. I will be most happy to work with all of you and work towards this bigger cause. So thank you all once again for patient hearing. I was so tensed because when I looked at the program, it said 8 minutes, and I spoke to Dr. Kavita 3 times, and I said, my God, I'm really tight-lipped because in 8 minutes, what I'm going to talk. But nevertheless, I wanted to convey these thoughts, which I felt were very important on this day, because I see this day as a milestone for the beginning of strengthening of nutrition science professional with the initiation of bachelor's and master's program in nutrition and dietetics. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights, especially in letting us know about what NCAHP is and how crucial it is for future nutritionists, as well as understanding the difference in being a nutrition literate and a registered nutrition professional. There are chefs who cook with their hands, and then there are chefs who cook with their soul. And then there's Chef Ranveer Brar, who doesn't just cook food, he tells its story. Because for him, har dish ki ek kahani hoti hai. He has this beautiful gift of making a simple plate of food sound like an entire journey.
Not needed.
Sir, sorry.
Thank you. No, it's not needed. Thank you.
Okay.
This is not about me. It's not my day. It's your day. So please applaud for yourself first. And a big round of applause. In a world where 1 year is a lifetime, completing 10 years in itself is a big deal. और मैंने कुछ लिखा नहीं है क्योंकि चश्मा लगा हुआ है and I don't like wearing glasses because I don't like to believe that I'm getting old. So I'm going to say it as it comes. First of all, I definitely want to acknowledge the presence of Professor Dr. Majumdar, sir. I think energy, gravitas, purpose is what defines a human, and it defines legacy. And you sitting there, sir, I have to tell you that sitting next to you, I could sense legacy. And that legacy is not just the legacy of education, that legacy is the legacy of service. And I think, let's speak about that. Now I have my topic. Yeah. I think the first thing that I want to speak about is relationship to food. Yeah. We've been speaking about nutrition, we've been speaking about cooking, we've been speaking about culinary, and I've always asked myself, why do we eat? Why did man first have to eat? Man first had to eat because he had to sustain himself. The only objective of eating was to nourish. Taste came much later and then became a part of what we call the food ecosystem. So, to reach a stage where we have to speak about food and nutrition separately, I think it's also time to speak about our relationship with that food. Because if we build on that relationship with food with a very strong understanding that the primary purpose of food is nourishment, and nothing has changed ever since we started, every organism started nourishing themselves. A lot of it sits into place. While the science, the education, and the structure can make the change outside, what we need to do is we need to make the change inside. There is food, there is nutrition, and then there is us. And I think the us part is where all of it comes together. And that is defined by our relationship to this very, very sacred conversation called food. And it's great to see that conversation being reignited. And hopefully it becomes a part of everybody's relationship to food beyond just taste. The second part that I want to speak about is a lot of times, and this is for everybody in the white shirts, because there's a lot of dreams looking at you, and that's the energy I came for. Other than obviously, Chef Sanjeev said you have to come, and when he says yes, I don't remember saying no to him ever. So, but the other thing that I definitely came was to see the dreams in your eyes. because it's the dreams that that have given me a little bit of what I got. And I see a lot of dreams of hope. I see a lot of dreams of quest, dreams of curiosity. And to speak to you, I can only say again, a lot of people ask me, what does it take to be a chef? If you were to simply put it into a recipe, it is a little bit of stubbornness, a little bit of shamefulness, a little bit of curiosity, but the most bit of you. And you being you is fundamentally going to decide the future. The dream that you have, don't let it get whitewashed. हम लोग बर्तन के ऊपर कलई करते हैं ना, कलई. तो अपने सपनों के ऊपर कलई मत होने देना. It's very, very important for you to keep that individuality. Your individual relationship to food is going to determine how far you can go. How far. And the inspiration is right here sitting in front of you. 700 years of recorded history है कि आषाढ़ के महीने में 11वें दिन जब एकादशी होती है तो एक हुजूम भक्ति में पंढरपुर चला, है ना. 700 साल की तो रिकॉर्डेड हिस्ट्री है. और उस 700 साल के पहले की भी हिस्ट्री नहीं भी है. उस समय और आज के समय में कुछ चीजें कॉमन है. खाना आज भी हीट पे ही पकता है, राइट? And it is as simple as that. Cooking has not changed. What you're here for is as sacred as the walk that is happening today to Pandharpur. As simple, as pious, and as human. And that is something that you need to always remember. The more we complicate things, the more we get to hide behind them. The more we keep them human, the better chefs we become. इतना सही है बस. और एक चीज लिखी है मैंने सिर्फ to sort of close this, because I think when we speak to institutions, it's not just about the decade that passed, right? It's a great decade and a great legacy. But what would the decade of the future look like for chefs, for institutions, for everybody who's going to be in this space of food? So the joke that I always play, and it always lands, is as long as people will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, don't worry, you will have a job, and a well-paying one at that. Yeah. And what I wrote, the only thing that actually I wrote, and I really don't write that much, I shouldn't. कविताएं जितनी लिखता हूं उतनी स्पीचेस लिखता तो जिंदगी में कहीं पहुंच जाता. So I just thought of this whole decade conundrum, and what can I leave as a conversation for the next decade? And so I said, 10 years ago, culinary schools, they decided to create careers, right? The need today is to create custodians of culture. The next 10 years won't be decided by who cooks the most complicated food. They'll belong to those who can preserve the imperfect humanity in an increasingly close to perfect AI world. Always remember this: techniques impress people. Technology amazes people, but kindness, excellence, dreams, and integrity, they stay with people long after the tables have been cleared and the restaurants have been shut down. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's an honor being here. And more power to everybody in this room, including you all. God bless you.
Thank you, Chef Ranbir Brar, for sharing your thoughts on culture, kindness, and excellence, which stays longer with the people. Ask anyone in this room about their childhood afternoons, and somewhere in that memory is a television, a kitchen counter, and the voice of Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. Recognized by the nation with the Padma Shri, Sir has carried the flavors of India to stages across the world. But here's what makes today personal. Back then, it was my mother who watched you on television, who learnt the recipes of your show, who trusted your voice in her kitchen. And today, it's me, a different generation altogether, who has grown up admiring you. That's not something that happens easily. Trends fade, celebrities come and go, but you have stayed relevant across generations. It is my privilege to give a heartfelt welcome to a true legend, Chef Sanjeev Kapoor sir, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. मैं भी सिर्फ उसीलिए ही उठा था कि मेरे बारे में मत बात करो. But then I stopped because I didn't want to listen about myself. I wanted to listen to her lovely voice. Thank you very much. क्या कहूँ? 10 साल when Professor Gokhale called me and said कि सर एक ऐसे डेट चाहिए, प्लान करना है 10 साल. I said really 10 साल हो गए? अभी तो लगता है शुरू किया है. मैंने बहुत लोगों को तो अभी तक बताया भी नहीं कि हम कर रहे हैं. अभी तो शुरुआत हुई है. This is how I feel, because this is what the responsibility that has been given by the legend sitting here, the founding person who dreamt it all and gave us a reason to believe that we can also dream. I think Professor Majumdar has continued to dream, and he has created people like myself who can dream and believe that we can achieve a lot. And he's definitely ably guided by his team, right from somebody in his family who has taken the mantle and is following that dream and actualizing that dream. My dear friend, Dr. Professor, also I would say, why I say this, I will tell you. Because wherever I go, in many places, I am called Dr. Sanjeev Kapoor. So I said in university, I'll call everyone Professor. So Professor Dr. Rajiv, I think today I must say this is after many days of speeches on stage. His mouth was tight-lipped because Vidya was speaking and she was at her wit's best. I think this is something, and this trend should continue. And the only reason I think that she was not doing, because she was doing that at home, but now she is doing this here also. I'm proud of you, Vidya. I'm really proud of you. Dr. Madan, I must say that your pioneering work and your continuous effort in creating nutrition, information, literacy, making it accessible, because it's a responsibility, we all understand, but not enough work has been done, and we know that these changes don't happen overnight. You need a lot of patience, and I could see the patience that you have had, and in every word that you said, that patience reflected. So thank you for that contribution. What can I say about Chef Ranveer Barar? He's my younger brother, and it was just not even full sentence. I said, he says, yes, sir. Chef, बस आपको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is how. So thank you very much, Chef Ranveer Barar. And this is something. I'm a dreamer. I've always dreamt all my life. मैं बचपन से मैंने ड्रीम किया है. मैं ऐसी चीजें सोचता हूँ जो लोग शायद नहीं सोचते, और क्यों शायद सोचते होंगे तो बोलते नहीं होंगे. शायद ड्रीम सब लोग करते हैं, बट मे बी बोलते नहीं होंगे. बट मैं ड्रीम भी करता रहा और मैं बोलता भी रहा, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब हम ड्रीम करते हैं लेकिन वो ड्रीम को हम हवा में नहीं छोड़ते तो कोई पकड़ता नहीं है उसको. और उस ड्रीम को जब बहुत सालों से मुझे लगा कि culinary स्कूल दुनिया में होते हैं, इतने बड़े बड़े होते हैं, बात करते हैं लोग, बट why should we not have in India? Why should India not have a center of excellence in this field where we are creating our journey, and there's something that we need to create, and not just for India, for the world. Because my dream is not only to have an institute which is the best in India. We can create, our food is the best in the world. So our culinary education, when combined with Symbiosis' depth and legacy, there's no reason that this will become the best culinary institute in the world. And ये जो ड्रीम है अब मेरी, अब इसको मैंने हवा में छोड़ा है, पर उसको पहले जब शुरू करना था तो डॉक्टर विद्या ने उसको पकड़ा, बट अब उसके कस्टोडियन जो हैं, नाउ देयर आर मेनी कस्टोडियंस. वी हैव प्रोफेसर अतुल गोखले, हु has been, actually we've been colleagues, and I have known his entire professional life of last 38 years. I am lucky that I have known him all his professional life, right from the first day he came into this profession. I have had the pleasure to know him. So we have a great custodian who can, कि ये जो ड्रीम है, जो हमने ड्रीम पार्ट एक्चुअलाइजेशन हो चुकी है, उसको और आगे बढ़ाने का जो काम है, and that cannot be done alone. There is a lot of work, dedicated work that is to be done, and it's something as पहले बात हुई कि पास्ट ग्लोरी जो है उसकी बात का कोई मतलब नहीं है. मैं क्या करता था, कौन सा शो करता था, मैं भी खुद भूल गया हूं. बिकॉज मेरी एक्साइटमेंट होती है कि मैं कल क्या करूंगा, परसों क्या करूंगा, 10 साल में क्या होगा, बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट कीप्स मी अवेक. मुझे मजा ही उसमें आता है. मेरा नशा है कि इस चीज का कि मैं और क्या सीख सकता हूं, क्या करूंगा नहीं, मैं क्या सीख सकता हूं. सो व्हेन आई डू समथिंग, people say, what motivates you? And I say, learning motivates me. And this is what I feel. When Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences grows into next decade, I am looking it at as not someone who will contribute in teaching. I am looking at someone who will learn a lot from it. And that's my excitement. Kitna seekhne ko hai. So I want this, and I am a selfish person, कि इसको इतना अच्छा बनाओ, मुझे अभी बहुत कुछ सीखना है. ऐसा सिखाओ कि मुझे भी अच्छा लगे. वो दिन मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, the day I cease to learn should be the last day of my life, because learning is the most important thing. And I'm happy that in that learning, Professor Atul Gokhale is ably assisted by Dr. Kavita Menon and the entire faculty and staff. And I must say that we have to give a big round of applause all the people of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences who are not on stage, but all of them have worked so much, and I can tell you it is more than blood, sweat and tears. What it takes to build an institution. 10 साल से तो शायद शुरुआत होती है. 10 साल की जर्नी में शायद इंस्टीट्यूशन की लेगेसी में शायद वो पहला छोटा कदम होता है. बहुत सारे और बड़े कदम रखने हैं. एंड व्हाट इज माय ड्रीम? आई थिंक कि दुनिया में सबसे अच्छा होना चाहिए. बट व्हाट वुड वी टीच? हम पढ़ाएंगे क्या? What kind of learning we want to give? And that's again a dream. Currently, world over, and that's where I think we can take the leadership position, because best होने के लिए हमें leadership चीजें सोचनी पड़ती हैं. We have to think that things that people don't think, and Chef Ranveer touched upon that, and I think it's the culture what he talked about, and I would like to build on that. अभी तक जितने institutes ये पढ़ाते हैं हम लोग culinary की दुनिया में कोई भी है, including us, I would say, maybe much more than many other institute, because the philosophy of Symbiosis as an institution, as a family, is something, the world is one family, is something which we talk about. But in food, what we teach is largely business of food. When I say it is a food that chef बनेंगे तो business करेंगे, जितना भी होगा हम business की बातें करते हैं. But food is very large. Food is जो हम घर में खाते हैं, जितना रेस्टोरेंट में खाते हैं उससे बहुत ज्यादा घर में खाते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा खाते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा मील्स खाते हैं. एंड व्हेन वी डू दैट, तो उसकी पावर बहुत ज्यादा होती है. एंड आई फील दैट नेक्स्ट 10 years what we have to achieve, that we bring a convergence वेयर जो खाने का हम व्यापार करते हैं, एक उसकी तो हमें समझ आनी शुरू हो गई है, दुनिया उसकी पढ़ाई करवा रही है, लेकिन जो हमें पता है, पावर हर शेफ को पता है, कितना मर्जी अच्छा खाना वो शेफ बना ले, लेकिन उसके मां के हाथ का खाना उससे भी बेहतर होता है, बहुत अच्छा होता है. If we can create an institution where खाने का व्यापार और खाने में प्यार और व्यापार को जोड़कर अगर हम एक इंस्टीट्यूट बना सकते हैं, which I guarantee can only happen in India, and if there is somebody who can achieve it, is the Symbiosis family who can make it happen. And that's my, not just a dream, that is my belief. And I leave all of you, because I see you all as custodians of that dream. तो अब आप उस चीज के, उस ड्रीम के कस्टोडियन हैं, ट्रस्टीज हैं. सो प्लीज, मेरी आज तक कोई ड्रीम ऐसी नहीं है जो एक्चुअलाइज नहीं हुई. विद दिस आई वुड से ये भी ड्रीम एक्चुअलाइज होगी, and I want to live to see this dream. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, for taking us down the memory lane for when scans came into being, and so beautifully your thought on food, culinary education, and your love for the SSCA-NS family. Every great institution begins as a single thought, and everything you see around you in Symbiosis began as one such dream. In the heart of the leader we're about to welcome. His greatness is not something he wears. It is simply who he is. A man of extraordinary warmth, of quiet humility and compassion. From a single seed of compassion, he grew a forest. What began as a helping hand for a few students is today a world-class university. A family from every state of India and more than 85 countries across the globe. Honored by the President of India with Padma Shri and the Padma Bhushan, he turned a simple idea into one of the most respected names in education anywhere in the world. As a mark of our deepest respect and gratitude, may I request everyone to kindly rise as we welcome the visionary we so dearly revere, the guiding light of Symbiosis family, our beloved founder, Honorable Professor Dr. S.V. Mazumdar Sir, to bless this gathering.
Let me first apologize on behalf of Compare for making you stand up, because it is my turn to speak. Sorry for that. Master Chef Sanjeev Kapoor ji, you are not a guest here. You are a distinguished professor. You are a promoter of the idea. And therefore you have a special place in this particular institute. Dr. Madan, what a wonderful speech you delivered. Madam, I especially liked your word, nutritional literacy. And that nutritional literacy is so important that ultimately it will enable everyone to eat correct food. We also have young, brilliant, smart master chef, Mr. Brar, Dr. Vidya, Dr. Rajiv, and most importantly, Dr. Atul Gokhale. Let me first congratulate him and his colleagues on the occasion of 10th anniversary of Culinary Arts Institute. His leadership is most important for the success of the institute. And therefore, the faculty of Culinary Institute, please stand up so that all of them can see you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Completion of 10 years, to my mind, is not a great achievement, but it is certainly an occasion to take a pause, take stock of things that have happened. But most importantly, as Sanjeev Kapoor rightly said, what are you going to do in next 10 years? Of course, you will produce chefs, nutrition literate people, nutritional experts. But then we should organize a seminar and have a brainstorming session for your institute to check out the program, academic program for next 10 years. And I will be happy if you think of making it possible with the help and blessings of Sanjeev Kapoor and Brahar, that if you come out with an idea of Symbiosis Thali, Symbiosis Thali will be, of course, tasty, affordable, nutritious, and students, there are 7,000 students on the campus. Not only those students, but even students in Pune must come to this campus to eat Symbiosis Thali. I think that is my dream. Be it as may, we have with us today many dignitaries, Dr. Tutagne, Mrs. Tutagne, Dr. Gupte. I can see many dignitaries. Thank you for gracing this occasion. I am told that in this audience, there are students who have taken admission for this year. Will you please raise your hands? Those who have taken admission. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And congratulations for getting admissions to this institute. By the way, I was wondering, India is known for diversity. Similarly, cuisines are also known for the diversity. And similarly, in Symbiosis, Sanjeev Kapoorji, there is diversity in every respect. Fauna, flora, students, professors. I would like to know how many of students in the audience are from outside Maharashtra. Please raise your hands. Outside Maharashtra. That is the beauty of our institute. I call it Mini India. Be that as it may. In China there is a saying that your mother is the best cook. Vidya was saying about Khatkati. Mother is always the best cook. But next to her, there is what they call culinary arts and nutritional science. I do feel very often that you should eat your food as medicines. And if you don't do this in your life, a day will come when you will eat medicines as food. Have you followed what I am saying? So, every food has a medical value. And while eating, you should take care of it. And please include this aspect of medicinal properties of food while eating. Otherwise, at the end, at old age, you will have to eat medicine as food. Please don't bring that occasion in your life. Friends, the last person to speak is supposed to deliver the shortest speech. Therefore, I do not want to take much of your time, especially those students who have come from outside Maharashtra. Please take care of your health. You are in the best institute, safe campus, beautiful campus. And I'm told that there are parents of these newly admitted students. I want to assure them that this university is a transformative university. After 3 or 4 years, you will find your son or daughter totally transformed. They will not be only job seekers, but they will be job givers. And that's the beauty of this particular institute. Thank you and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, respected sir. Your blessings and your vision remain the guiding light of everything we are and everything we hope to become. Can we once again get a huge round of applause for the visionary, the leader, and the father of this university? As we near the end of today's wonderful celebration, we have saved a sweet surprise for the last. 10 years ago, on this day, the 25th of July, 2016, the story of Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences began in the very same way, with the cutting of a cake. A small circle of dreamers and a big hopeful wish for the future. And today, a decade later, we come full circle. So let us celebrate a decade of excellence in the sweetest way we know with a cake cutting ceremony. This memorable event, it is time to express our gratitude. May I now invite Dr. Kavita Menon Ma'am, Professor and Head of the Nutrition and Dietetics Program at Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts and Nutritional Sciences, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Honorable Founder President, Professor Dr. S.V. Majumdar Sir, Dr. Vidya Yeravadekar Ma'am, Dr. Rajiv Yeravadekar Sir, our distinguished guests of honor, Dr. Jagmeet Madan Ma'am, Chef Ranbir Brar, our beloved Chair, Master Chef Sanjeev Kapoor Sir, our Captain of the ship, Dr. Professor Atul Gokhale Sir, esteemed dignitaries of the dais, family members, parents, students, our lovely team of faculty and staff at SSCNS, alumni, industry partners, collaborators, and dear guests. It's an immense pleasure for me today to offer a vote of thanks at this momentous occasion as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of this great institution. This is woven with innovation, leadership, and excellence, and we are proud to represent this institute. We are deeply grateful to our visionary founder and president, Professor Dr. S.B. Majumdar sir, for his dream of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which continues to inspire the institutions that transform and shapes the world. Our sincere gratitude to Dr. Vidya Yeravadekar, ma'am, and Dr. Rajiv Yeravadekar, sir, for their unwavering leadership, encouragement, constant support in nurturing SCANS into the center of academic excellence. We are profoundly honored by the presence of our distinguished guest today, Dr. Jagmeet Madan ma'am, who is herself as an embodiment of a perfect role model for nutritionists, and also Chef Ranbir Brar, an aspiring chef and model for many of the culinary professionals in the world, and for their commitment to the ethics of life, which really touch the hearts in a way, the culture which is vanishing. At the same time, the ethics to profession, the commitment and the discipline that we talk, that needs to be nurtured in the future professions. Thank you for those wise words. It actually has motivated as faculty members that we should be focusing this in inculcating such ethics and values in the future students. A special note of appreciation for our chair professor, Master Sanjeev Kapoor sir. Your vision has translated to a dream of 10 years of excellence. We look forward for continued support and guidance as we move forward, and to live up to the advice and the recommendation of our President, Dr. S.P. Majumdar sir, that we need to chart now the coming 10 years. Without you, it would be very difficult, sir. We look forward to your continued support. I would like to place my heartfelt thanks to our faculty members, staff, the entire SSCNS team, without whom this was difficult to achieve, the sponsors, every member of the organizing team, for those dedication and meticulous work for the weeks ahead that we had, and to make this a memorable occasion. As we conclude the milestone celebration, let us carry forward the spirit that it has defined us over the past decade, a commitment to excellence, innovation, compassion, and service. Together, let us continue to create healthier communities, stronger food systems, and future-ready professionals. Thank you all for your gracious presence and for making this event such a memorable occasion. Thank you, and wish you all a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
We thank each one of you for being part of this decade celebration. Here's to celebrating the past, cherishing the present, and creating the future. On this note, we conclude today's event.